It's like, how you?
Alright. Fuck. Episode 1. Wait, no,
You just
episode...
started off, bro. Your mouth.
Huh?
You just cursed.
Oh, no, we haven't even started. Alright. We gonna start off official. Alright, guys? Alright. This is the official start. No cussing. What's it called again? How y'all doing? How y'all been, bro? It's been a minute. Explain y'all weekends or days, weeks.
Went to Mexico.
Ooh.
Yeah, went to Mexico. Wrestled out there again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling good, feeling great. And yeah, the sun is shining. And we feeling good, man. Well, actually, it's dark right now. But
Yeah, no, I mean, we've had a nice few days. Well,
ish.
yeah,
Kinda.
the other day,
Has it been raining some days this week?
But it was like I think the past two days.
It was bright today.
Yeah, it's been a nice day. I've been working, so I haven't been able to enjoy it. But
2 jobs.
2 jobs, yeah, not fun.
Call me 2 jobs.
I don't want to be working 2 jobs. That's not something to brag about. What's it called again? Working on fixing that. Maybe I don't know. But how you been, Chris? What you been up to?
I honestly just been in the house all day this week.
Chilling.
Yeah. I mean, I did go to work some days. Other days I called in. I mean, I didn't call in, but I just showed up a little late.
Little late. That was me today, I think. Yeah, I was an hour late.
Oh.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say in cap. I was an hour late yesterday. I woke up. I was supposed to be at work at 7. I didn't get up until about 8:45. Oh,
So you,
well, that was actually more than an hour.
You were late. You woke up at the time. That means you just showed up. You're like, hey, I'm here.
Granted, my alarm clock didn't go off.
Mhm.
So I told him that, explained that, and he was like, nah, that happens. He said,
Yeah,
just don't let it.
Literally me, same thing. All right, but yeah, we back to it. I don't know, not much new music to really talk about. I haven't really, I don't know, been listening to that much anything new that came out. I haven't seen anything good. Y'all got anything y'all been listening to lately?
I've been listening to not even new music, but like new artists that I haven't really.
Or discovering people.
Yeah, like I'm discovering them, but I never like took the time to like actually like listen to their music, and now I'm finally listening to their music, and now I'm like, okay, I actually like it. Big 30.
Don't know.
Yeah, he's one of those rappers with Pooh Shiesty.
Okay.
So he part of that group.
All
I
right.
think he's from Tennessee also.
Okay.
Because he sounds like a Tennessee. So I'm starting to like I knew about Big 30, but I didn't like really go into his music. So now I'm actually like,
You feeling it? You think you're better than Pooh Shiesty or?
nah, I don't
No.
think you better than Pooh Shiesty. Well, I ain't gonna lie, they both sound the same.
Oh, they got the same style, or
They
have
both
the same crew.
do that bird call.
Okay, well,
I can't do it. If I do it, it's gonna sound like a dead animal.
go ahead, try it. Yeah, do it.
Nah, I mean.
He said, "No, I'm okay.
Nah,
We don't need to hear all
like,
that."
I'm with you. Like, I can't even make that. I be trying to. That little brr noise.
Yes.
Like brr, brr, brr.
Bad, like I don't know.
Nah.
Sound bad, bro.
Y'all tripping. All right. What's it called again? I want to talk about Antonio because he been wild, but at the same time, I feel him. I feel him on that because we didn't talk about him the past two times, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
supposed to talk about him last pod, but we missed out on it because we were talking about some other stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm glad we kind of didn't because it kind of got more heated up with
Yeah,
the
that's
whole
what I wanted
interview and
to-
everything that he had.
Yeah, I wanted to wait a little bit just in case like more stuff
Mhm.
unfolded about it.
Yeah.
Shoot, let's talk about it. So, the other day he went on some news network, whatever it was, with his attorney or whatever, and he was basically telling his side of the story to some dude, which I don't know, but it looked like he was trying to press him. But I mean, Antonio was on his stuff, even though he sounded like weird. But I don't know. I feel him in the fact that like you probably try to put a nigga in a nut house, it's gonna. I don't know. That's not gonna work out. I don't know anybody who really wants to be in one of those places. And I can't say nut house.
Asylum.
Mental asylum.
I don't even know if it would be a mental asylum, but I think they wanted him to be in somewhere where like he works on himself. But yeah, if you told me that, that's what I would think. And like we were talking about that earlier.
I
Like,
was like, it's weird that they tried to pay him like $200K
yeah.
just to go.
So, and then like, how would you feel?
How much does he get paid a game?
I don't know, but I'm sure it's like 200,000 to Antonio is like $200, and so that's an insult to his character, one. And then you have people constantly calling you crazy. That's only gonna make you start thinking things. So you gotta fight that stuff sometimes. So I don't think that's the NFL in any way. They're gonna have to figure out something like that. That's why he's jumping in front of it now, because the stuff that's been happening with what's your boy in Texas, QB
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun, you let that stuff ride. They'll say whatever they want about you, and then I don't know. I just feel like the way they be treating black dudes in the NFL with any type of thing is that they be tripping. So
kind of like with your boy Ezekiel Elliott at one point.
Oh yeah, whenever girl on the party on the float.
Yeah, how'd you feel about that one?
Wait, did something else happen recently?
No, I was just saying, how'd you feel about that?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's a dude out of college, just like partying, doing dumb stuff. He's been drinking. He probably did something. He just did something stupid real quick. But I mean, I don't know. I feel, and then didn't something else happen?
I think something did somehow. I mean, Ezekiel's been through a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Not recently. He's been on his best behavior.
I remember he had something else. I should know, but either way.
Weed on a
that's the they're gonna eventually fix up the whole weed thing. I feel like none of that should be enforced on the players unless it's like really affecting them. I don't think that should be enforced on them.
Yeah, it's just a plant. It's not a drug.
Exactly. I know that they have an image on the rest of the athletes, but at the same time, I don't think it's really affecting them like that unless they're really
unless they're addicted to it, probably.
But most people who do weed are addicted to it. Like that's the same thing with cigarettes. You smoke cigarettes, you addicted to it. You drinking drinks, you addicted to it.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Video games, you addicted
to it. So you're addicted to the football field too. But yeah, I don't know.
I think personally, if people didn't characterize marijuana the way we do, this wouldn't be a problem. Because like I said, it's just a drug. Well, it's not a drug, it's a plant. We've been calling it a drug for so long, but it's not really a drug. It's just a plant.
And most of the people who are against it, like they even smoke it and shit. Some of them probably invested in it too.
Exactly.
And then they want to get on the news and talk about the players, talk about get off the weed, but
fronting as hell.
Like you can grow. Like people don't like. I'm assuming government don't like weed because we can grow it and make money ourselves.
They ain't getting money from it.
They ain't getting money from it. That's why it's considered drugs. And then it's actually, I heard it's actually easy to grow.
It is. Because even some companies, because like even the government, like the companies like will get to a certain point, like if the government sees them making a lot of money, they'll come in and take all that shit and like just shut their shit down.
Oh my god.
I think they want to get to the point to where it's like their cigarettes and they're making their money off of it. But until
I
then,
honestly believe like cigarettes should be illegal instead, because that's just cancer on a stick.
Yeah,
it is.
I feel like everybody's had a family member go because of something related to cigarettes or something. So
I'm surprised my grandpa didn't go. He's been smoking since he was 14. He finally stopped. Doctor told him one time, if you don't stop smoking in the next 2 years, you'll probably be passing away. And plus, he needed surgery, and the only way he can get surgery is for him to stop smoking. And he was trying to fight that for a minute. And I was like, man, like.
I always thought about the things. You remember, like whenever we were in school and they'd like have those slides and stuff of like the people's lungs and like their throats.
The holes in the neck.
Yes, bro, that shit scared
me. I'm not gonna lie, that made me not want to.
I was like, yeah, y'all got me. I'm good. I don't know if it's that serious, but you meet the people with the things in their throat and they be talking like this.
I'm glad we went through that. Like our generation went and saw that. Like all those, remember those old commercials? With all that?
They still got them, but I think it's about just other drugs, but they don't say anything in particular. But yeah. And then they had their whole campaign about getting high and stuff too. I remember that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think weed is a big deal. I honestly think, and it helps a lot of people too. So I think it should be something. They have medical marijuana. So at the same time, it's just more of I think it's really just the government finding a way to make their money off of it, and then it'll be more legal. But for right now,
because isn't the medical one called a syllabus?
Something like that.
Syllabus
right.
Or something.
But I think they're making more money off of having people. Well, they're making a lot of money having people go to jail because of it. Yeah. So that's probably why it's taken them so long to transition things. A lot of states are slow with it. Texas recently they kind of eased up on it. So
Yeah.
Man,
Cause say like, let's say like they legalize like weed everywhere. Say like all the people that they arrested for like selling it, don't they
Yes.
have to let them out?
they gotta. I think that they gotta do something, and so that's gonna mess with their money, and they ain't trying to do that.
Jail's packed up.
Cause like
anyway.
how like what's the sentence if you get caught?
I don't know.
Cause I feel like it's a lot depending on.
Or it's a stupid charge, and then at the end of the day, it's a charge for nothing. But people they can smoke cigarettes and stuff. So I don't know. Having a car smell like I'd rather smell weed than a
The
cigarette.
thing about cigarettes too, like secondhand can even get somebody killed.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that too. Like that can mess up your lungs too. Breathing that in, it's basically like toxins, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Anything that you have to cook up, if that makes sense, that's a drug. Like mushrooms, I ain't
Shit, crack.
crack is a drug.
Mm-hmm.
Acid, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's a drug. You actually have to cook it. Hell, the
Even though what's that thing baseball players had that they put in their gums?
chewing tobacco.
Yeah,
that
right,
thing is
dude.
I heard
disgusting.
that's like the worst.
That shit would tear their gums up and like put holes in it.
Oh, yeah, that thing
I
causes
saw a dude.
all
I
kinds
saw a
of
dude. He
cancer.
didn't have no tongue because of it.
Oh shit.
Oh, no.
I feel ignorant in a sense though, because I'm talking about I'll talk about some of this stuff and I've never tried it. So
I've tried a lot of it.
I
I've
tried
tried it.
some of it.
I think one day I want to go ahead and try to experience some things, just so I can talk about it. I'm good right now. I don't feel the need to, but I think one day I do really want to.
I thought that's something like old, like once you're like in your 50s.
Nah, maybe not 50s either though, because like I might fuck around and die, have a heart attack, taking some acid.
I just feel like once you're in your 50s, you don't really have like much to do, depending on how much you've accomplished. Say like you have kids, they all moved out, and you're just there, just like reading the newspaper every day, watching TV.
Well, imagine they find out, yeah, Grandpa died. He died. He took some acid. He started tripping a little too hard.
Man, all I
They
see
was
is
all
like,
shrooms and walked out the room.
man, I'm just saying like, if you smoke weed, I know a lot of people that smoke a lot of weed and they don't die from it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you take like 20 Tylenol, that'll be your last headache. So I'm just, I'm just saying
I
like,
be popping Tylenol like I literally
Yeah.
take 4. I have to take 4 if I have any type of pain. I have to take 4, and that's
I
back
mean-
from football.
I took 6 one time actually.
6.
Yeah.
I mean, but it don't do anything. I mean, to me, I feel like that's what I need. Like,
Yeah.
because 4 of behind the not behind the counter, but stuff.
250
Yeah.
mgs.
Is it 250 or 200? I thought it was 200.
Is it 200? Yeah, it's probably 200.
So that's 800. That's the same as what they give like behind the counter
yeah,
or something.
that one.
And so, I mean, that's what I feel like really takes away the pain. Whenever I was in football and soccer in high school, I still have back issues, but what's it called again? I'd have to take that like 3 or 4 times a day of 800 grams worth of, or not grams, whatever it's called, worth of Tylenol. And so, I mean, that's like back to like whatever your early addiction is, I guess. I'd be popping it during games. I'd have it in my what's it called again? My pants for football, in my pads, bro. I literally had Tylenol on me. I don't even think about that, but like that shit is crazy.
Hey, I was popping it too during wrestling. I remember a show.
Mm-hmm.
Before the show, it was Saturday. On Friday,
Mm-hmm.
I did deadlifts and I messed up my back.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was the one where you putting the bar down. That's exactly how it hurt my back. I kid you not.
Really?
And what is it? Your lower back?
Lower back.
You should look into this thing called pars defect. I'm not gonna lie, you're not gonna like that, but you might have it.
Oof.
I'm dead serious. It's whenever you chip your back or whatever, and your the nerve in there gets inflamed every now and then, and so
Yeah.
and so like you'll have a really sharp pain. Sometimes it'll be really hard to like just bending down. You wake up in the morning whenever it's cold. It's like it's like it feels like you're like an old man that you really can't move.
Actually, I be having that whenever like say like I work 8 hours at like do 8-hour shift or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I had that whenever I used to work overnight.
Mm-hmm.
I would try to go lay down on my bed.
Pain was crazy.
The pain was crazy. Cause even I had a heat pad. My mom gave me a heat pad.
Mm.
I just put that on there. It like probably like
Helped alleviate it, but it
Yeah.
still didn't really. Oh no.
Cause I have to probably put on like the high settings for at least probably 10 minutes.
Mhm. And let it work it out.
Yeah. Cause after 10 minutes it was straight.
I really want to go to a chiropractor. I really want to change my what I really need to do is change my bed.
Yeah. How long have you had that bed?
That whole generation.
Oh no, yeah, bro. It's time to go.
It's been time to go.
Piss and shit stays about.
Oh no.
Hey man, hey, watch out on my head, dog.
Shoot. That's
it's a lot of memories on that bed.
I feel that whole way. I feel that whole in the memories away.
A lot of memories.
Nah.
My brother told me it was a lot of memories for him too.
Your
and
brother-
I-
Oh, you
Oh.
share memories? Oh no, that's nasty.
It is nasty.
You need to throw that. You need to burn that thing.
Hell no.
But yeah, no need for that.
It was about
Speaking of-
15 years. 15, maybe more. No, because we got it in 2002.
Mm.
What year is it?
2002.
2000 what?
Wait a minute, Carl. Wait,
That's 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah, 20 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I just got my whole like 2 years ago. I already want to throw that shit away.
Nah, bro. Yeah, that thing really does need to go.
Man, beds
What's
cost
the-
like $5,000, man.
You can find a bed on like just buy, bro. You
Shit,
I'm
purple?
telling you, you do better getting a bed. For
I think
something else.
purple would like purple can at least cost you like I think 600.
Yeah,
for a
no,
bed.
they could ship it to you, and it's like shrunk,
Shit,
and
you
then
get
it
it custom
opens
made
up.
too.
Hey, man, look.
That's an investment, bro. You need to make.
You ain't lying.
Shit,
There's
you
just so
want-
many investments I'm trying to
Yeah.
make. The bed is the last one. I'm really
Bro, but that's
I'm
that's
just saying,
what
like
go
you
to
could like
bed
do
to
a
every day.
monthly payment on the bed.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not lying.
You have to pay for the bed like in full, like just right up front. Just do like a whole little monthly thing.
Hey, man, I'm not saying I don't need a bed. like, I'm saying I
You
don't
get
need a bed. I'm just saying.
man, stop talking about my 20 year, man. That's me.
Been
I
me,
feel you,
man.
bro.
Hey,
Hey,
like your memories get in the way.
if that's what floats your boat, if that's what's making you feel good, hey man.
I want a temper.
A
But
temper
I
heated?
think them things is too expensive. I know somebody that bought one. They say they got like all the mechanics, like their temper number or whatever they call it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 94 degree or some kind of stuff.
Oh, the one that adjusts in
Mhm.
angles and stuff.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, those is nice.
I've never seen one. in
I saw
person.
one for like 13,000.
Yeah, them things
Mhm.
cost. I was like, how the heck did you even get your hands on one? He said, I got a deal. All right, whatever it is.
Off the truck.
He went to a mattress firm.
Oh, he actually bought it.
He actually bought it. He tried to get it on credit, and then they said they ain't taking his credit. So he said, "Trick." Yeah, he said so. He had to pay for it on cash. I was like,
Well, good sleep.
dang. Is he probably got good sleep?
That's where you spend most of your time in the day. You need to get good on there.
You right.
Speaking of beds and sleep and watching TV, y'all seen this show Archive on Netflix?
Everybody's been talking
That's like
about
number
it.
one, bro.
And I haven't seen that.
That's why I was late yesterday to work. What's it called? Or today to work?
It's a new season now, right?
Nah, it's a new show. I was watching that thing all night. Like literally
just
all
come
night.
out?
It came out a few days ago. I think sometime last week. I don't know.
It's spelled like ARCANE or something like that.
No, archive. Like it's like
Oh.
you know like films and stuff like that. Like an archive.
Oh, okay.
It's whenever you go on Netflix, it's like number 2 now.
Really?
But yeah, man, that thing it's a scary show. I don't know if y'all into scary shows or not.
That's my favorite genre.
Yeah, you need to check it out, bro. It's crazy. It's like going into like the past dimension type thing. I don't know. I'm not gonna.
So it's like that 1963 like type though. You know those little horror flicks that came out, horror movies.
It's like in the past. It's based in the past and the future, or
Yeah.
not the future, the present.
Mm-hmm.
And like this guy, his dad used to he was like a therapist, and he has associations with this girl that's from the past, and like he gets hired to do a job,
Yeah.
and like some freaky shit starts happening whenever he starts doing the job.
Mhm.
But like the whole show gives you, I don't know, if you don't like having anxiety, I don't recommend watching the show, because you feel the whole show. They got the sounds and everything, but at the same time, I don't know, I like that shit gets me off. So I could not stop. Pause. But I could not stop watching it. So if y'all need to watch a show, y'all need to watch that. And
I'll be confused on why people love horror so much, man.
you don't like horror shows?
Nah, man, I don't get why y'all just love to be on the edge.
Bro,
Just-
that shit just, I don't know, bro. Something about it. It really, I'm telling you, bro, like, for real, like, I like that. Like, I'm not gonna just go out the way to watch a scary movie, but more of the
People go out their way to find the scariest things to mess their whole day up. I'll be like,
I ain't trying to go to no horror house or nothing like that though. That's too much.
that is too much.
Maybe with a group of friends.
Some of that can be corny, cause you know they ain't gonna do nothing. But the fact when you're all alone in a horror house,
Oh no, yeah, I'm never gonna be alone. No, sir, no sir, Bob.
That's just. I remember I used to be afraid to live on my own.
Why? Oh, just cause like
Yeah,
you never know what can happen.
cause like even like when I'm in the house by
Mhm.
myself and I hear a noise,
you be feeling edgy.
yeah,
You just need to get some cameras, or you just think the supernatural gonna come out and get you.
cause I was watching Paranoid Activity.
Oh no.
Yes.
It's like, what when you see somebody chilling next to me and they flying across the room?
No,
I was
no.
like, hell no.
You got someone on the wall like this watching you. Oh no, yeah, that ain't it.
It be the worst when you look up and you see your clothes look like a person.
Oh hell no.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
be thinking and like, man, I don't know.
She made me jump up a bit too.
You might just need a roommate, bro.
Did y'all ever have stairs?
Yeah, we have stairs at
Y'all ever
Yeah,
been
yeah.
like kids? And remember when you had to turn off the lights and you
Yeah,
run up
yeah,
the
yeah,
stairs
yeah.
because you'd be scared.
yeah,
somebody
we
hit
have to
you?
switch upstairs. I run upstairs. I take that whole, hell no.
No, yo.
I used to do that all the time. They'd be like, turn off the lights. I'd be like,
Get that fast time. Yeah, no. I don't know. I like the scary movies. And I like the scary movies, and I can't watch comedies. I like that. Bro, like, what's it called again? Even things I loved in the past, like, I'd say one of my all-time favorite comedies is Rush Hour. I can't even watch that. Like, I don't really want to go out of my way to watch something.
Oh, you
funny.
mean those type of comedies? I thought you
Any
talking about
comedy, bro.
stand up.
No, any comedy.
You can't watch stand up.
I the last time I really watched the comedy was Dave Chappelle, that the one episode after all the stuff, like whenever he finally came back on or came back on Netflix.
His last special.
Yeah, that one. Because that was a big deal, so I felt like I had to watch it. It came with a good message. I needed to watch it, but other than that, I'm not going out of my way to watch anybody. I'm not.
you don't watch stand up?
Not Kevin Hart. None of them, bro. I can't watch. I can't go out of my way.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't even watched a comedy in a minute either.
Really?
It's just to me, it's not for me. But I know it draws a big crowd. But I feel like it's really like if you like a certain thing, like I like action. I used to really like war movies.
I think the thing that's really making people more excited is like realism, like what could happen.
Yeah,
That makes sense. Like like right now, I'm waiting on Squid Games to come out.
I haven't watched Squid
Still
Game.
haven't
I
been
still
watching
need to
Squid
watch it.
Games.
I'm only watching.
Y'all haven't watched Squid?
Nah,
I seen the first episode.
Yeah, first and a little bit of the second.
I seen half of the first episode. I didn't even watch the full first episode.
Well, I ain't gonna spoil it, but y'all need to go.
No,
watch
I know what
it.
happens.
You know what happens?
I know what happens.
Don't tell me.
I'm
I
not
will
gonna
go back and watch.
I'm not
it.
gonna say it, but I know what happens.
Oh yeah, it's good, man. Like I was watching. I think that's what most people are more caring about. What can actually would this situation actually happen?
Yeah, more realistic. Even
I'm not gonna lie, if that shit were to pop off.
almost like shows like back in the day on MTV, like what's that show? Whenever people they get people from around the world and have a meet in some city or something, like they live like the Real World, like shows almost like the Real World.
Yeah.
I love shows like that. Like it's real. It's I know some of the stuff is scripted, but like it's more real. I like that type of stuff. I don't like
That's what I just started liking reality TV.
Yeah.
Like the game shows on like Fear Factor.
I can't watch.
Oh,
Nah,
them
Fear
things.
Factor is
Only because
Can't
the
watch
food, right?
No, I don't want to watch them playing a game. I like people watching people almost interact with each other.
I ain't gonna lie.
that's kind of the same because like they kind of like some of them work in teams
Oh, okay.
and like Survival Island or Naked and Afraid.
I can't. I watched that as a kid, but to me now it's just weird.
Now watching
I don't
it
even
now,
watch
I'm
that.
not even gonna watch
Really?
it. As a
Yeah,
kid,
I don't feel the need to watch somebody butt naked running through the forest, like trying to survive.
Well, who was that dude? The nature dude. He used to go in like the
Crocodile?
wild crocodile.
Dundee?
Not the crocodile one.
Groggy.
I don't know. I think his name's like Bear Grylls or something. But I remember you used to like fly different like parts of like um
I'm trying
not
to think. I
islands,
think I know who you're talking about. Like it's on the top
like
of my
different
head.
parts of like the forest, and like he would like try to survive in like situations or like just try to like craft like stuff and like just a whole bunch of other like nature shit.
I can't even get on the nature people because I don't know. Like I don't
Nature
care
doesn't
for
really
it.
interest you?
Nature's not my thing.
I feel like that's an important thing because like
Nature.
everything could shut off.
Look,
you know,
look,
look at
yeah.
mine.
And then what do you?
And then
I
you're just
got
here
no
not knowing
survival
how to do
skills.
anything.
Like,
You gotta at least know how to like make a spear,
make a fire.
like throw a rock.
I mean, I can throw a rock, but I guess I can make a fire. Like you get some
Really?
twigs and some sticks.
Like say like what like I like scenarios like what do you want to like
Twist the stick.
to be had like what like say like zombie apocalypse shit.
Oh no.
Or just like everything just shuts off and then we just left with like each other to like survive.
Shit, we might need to go
Like going
camping,
back to
guys.
like the BC ages.
I'm not trying to go camping.
I mean, I think camping would be fun.
Like camping
It's not gonna be
camping would be fun.
Why?
It's not gonna be fun.
What you
That dirty ass forest. I'm not
Well,
gonna-
He's
I'm
not
gonna have
lying.
a tent and like I'm gonna make it comfortable. I'm gonna have a tent. I'm gonna have like my portable chargers.
You say all that until
Yeah.
you're actually in the forest.
Yeah,
You're
like
like,
you
yeah.
sleeping on that grass with all the roaches and bugs crawling on you.
Yeah, I'm not
Hey,
trying
I'm
to
having
do
a tent, bro. I'm gonna have a whole backpack full. I'm gonna have all the goodies, bro.
Shit,
I'm gonna
you
be there
said-
one day.
I don't
Guys,
understand
wait
how
up. Let me grab my gear. Bro, I'm gonna have all that shit.
That depends on what forest we in though. Cause say if we in St. Lucia, I ain't never going to no forest down there.
Yes.
You know they got crabs the size of like
Ooh.
boulders.
That's the size of
Nah.
niggas.
I swear, it should be on trees.
Ooh.
You seen the
Oh,
coconut crab?
they have those there?
Yes,
Oh no.
and they had tarantulas too.
Oh no. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm gonna be in the most populated place.
You know,
I will, and so somebody else can take care
I'm not
of it.
gonna
for
lie, I
me.
die. I can't do insects.
I can't do insects either.
Yeah, no, that stuff, that insect was. I'll fight any dude. I'll mess with animals. I'm kind of edgy on animals because animals they be tricky. Them things savages. But
Any animal that eat human, I ain't dealing with.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'd rather live in the ocean before I like go in the forest.
nah,
and deal with some
I'm not.
bugs.
I'm not messing with the ocean at all because I
That's
cannot
good.
swim for a fact.
For real?
All you
I
see
can
is
swim
blue,
across
too.
water, but if I'm like having a float,
I mean, I can float.
done deal. I'm dead. I'm
All I
out
see
of
is
It's like being straight in the middle of the ocean is like scary feeling.
because all you see is blue.
Yeah,
You don't know
you don't know what's
Where
in that
land
water.
is. Yeah.
We only know what 3% about what's in the ocean
I
because they
guess
discover
so.
shit.
Everything.
There's something new every day.
It's like, yeah,
That's
check
it.
out this new type of jellyfish that's the size of half of America. And if it touches you, you automatically die.
That's why I said like I saw a thing. I told you it would look like Squidward. Like this shit was like the deep bottom of the ocean. Talking about the shit 30, 50 feet
Oh
long.
no. That's the
Yeah,
boat.
because we can't handle
The pressure.
the pressure.
Yeah.
So we
Our heads would explode if we went like real down that deep.
yeah, like it's outer space or something like
Yeah.
that. Like the moment we go, what is it? I forgot what the we need like all kind of tanks and submarines and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And it's submarines can't even go so far because we only got so much oxygen we can
Last down there. Yeah.
last down there. So it's like there's only so much, and it's so dark, so you don't know what
Yeah.
the heck is out there.
Yeah, that's one of those realistic things I would watch. Though is like shows like going under the water. Even then, though, I still don't watch nature stuff anymore. But that was one of the things I was like. I was always like a realistic person.
Yeah.
They said they got a new shark coming out. Well, actually, not even a new shark, but it was
a shark show.
nah, like an actual like
There's
they
another
discovered.
species of a shark.
Not even that. It's called the mega shark, but it was already here.
You talking about the megalodon?
Yeah, they said they found like
Oh, like back, like the
You
dinosaur,
talking about
but they
that
found something
big
close to it?
big ass shark?
they say
The megalodon?
They say it's still around.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
Nah.
they fake news.
Granted, it was fossils. Then they said it could be more around here
Ooh.
somewhere. So with that being said, like
I mean, depending
Catch
on.
me in. I'll be
They're
on a
definitely hiding.
cruise, but
Yeah.
not no small boat. Then
I do feel like they're hiding some shit from us.
some animals. You think?
Probably.
I know aliens. I know we've definitely had some aliens, but other
I
than
don't
that,
believe in aliens. I feel like
you don't believe in. Oh, you tripping, bro?
I'm just saying, but the UFOs, I feel like that's just some shit the government's just testing out.
Well, I think a part of it, yeah, it is UFOs, but there's been things with people coming out with stuff or working with the government, and they try to cut off all things that they have whenever they start speaking about stuff that they've been in Area 51.
But I'm not like the fact, like I don't believe we've seen them. Like I do believe like we probably have like other species that live on other planets, because I don't believe like they're just other planets just out there and like there's just nothing on them. But I don't believe like we've seen any aliens.
I feel like we for a fact made contact with other species, other intelligent forms, and like it's just right now we're not ready for that. Like right now as an Earth we're not ready, and I'm sure like presidents know about it and stuff like that. Cause like Area 51 and stuff, that's where all that, I'm sure we've made contact and they've had conversations with us, but we as a people we are not ready for that shit. Cause we can't even collaborate with each other. So if some other species came over here that was intelligent,
I know we're fucked.
It's not about us being fucked. I think it's more of the fact that the species would be worried that we would try to do something to it.
I believe we
because we
might
can't
have
even.
aliens, because we always talk about a multi-universe.
I'm more scared about what white people would do, if I'm being honest.
They gonna start shooting.
Shit.
That ain't no Jesus.
I just don't think that, what's it called again? We've gotten to the point where we're ready. Because look at us with Russia or NATO, and then Russia, China, and whatever, like what is it, North Korea? Yeah, like
we can't even
agree on things.
Even like with Russia, you know Joe Biden. You know the stock shit crashed because some shit Joe Biden was trying to do with Russia.
I have no idea. What is
he
it?
was
Gas prices or some shit like that?
I think he was trying to steal money from the bank or something.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, Putin just said, "Nah, fuck that. We're cutting ties with them, with our banks and shit."
I guess.
And so apparently the stock industry crashed.
Russia's pretty big too. Why are we messing with Russia?
I'm gonna have to look into that, but they
Yeah,
can't.
but I know Putin. They know he ain't no.
Oh yeah, Putin don't play.
Nigga, big too.
I've never seen Putin. I just hear stories of this man like he's to be messed with.
I don't know. You just have to look him up. Once you see his, you've definitely seen him. You probably just didn't know you seen him, but he's
I'm assuming a big Russian, so I'm thinking Drago.
He's
Rocky.
not like big, but he's like, I guess I'm sure he's in shape. He's an in shape dude.
Yeah.
He's been in power forever. Like he's not.
So Drago from Rocky?
No, nowhere near. Not
okay.
Drago from Peach. That boy, different.
Was different.
Yeah.
Okay, son.
Who?
His son.
For Creed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
That I felt weird about the second Creed or whatever, the latest Creed, because like I mean that fool was big. It was good, but I don't know, the first Creed just did it different for me. That was
first
good.
Creed was a great movie.
Yeah, I just feel like sometimes they're trying to milk too much out of them.
Pause.
My bad. But yeah, bro. So we posted our first YouTube video the other day. One of them days. And my girlfriend, she was looking for it, and she was like, "Hey, you know, there's another Suburban Boys. I don't know if y'all know, but there's another Suburban Boys." I was like, "Oh, ain't nothing. I'm sure it's just some other account." She's like, "Oh, but yeah, you might want to check it out because they're kind of big." I was like, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal. They got a lot of I think they got like 90K subscribers." I was like, "Oh shoot, okay." And then I looked, they're black too. I was like, "Oh shit." Hey, but we still got black Suburban Boys, so it's all good. And hey, all the love to them too. But at the same time, I was like, "Damn." But we still good.
Nah, I mean, shout out to Suburban Boys. You know what I mean? Like they doing their own thing. They started before us. They obviously pioneers into the game. I would love to, if we could, ask them for help to see, just a little bit of guidance, because they've been doing this. They know how to do it. Granted, we go in our own route, and I don't know what they talk about.
I haven't looked at their stuff yet, so I mean, I'll definitely go and check it out. But I was like, "Oh shit, we got another Suburban Boys," which I should have known, but I was like, "Damn." And they're black.
Because
we looked too to see if like that name was taken.
Yeah, no, nobody had it. So that, hey, we still straight. It's
Black
different.
Suburban boys.
Yes, we are. We are embracing our black.
I was hoping there was one.
But yeah, we straight on that. Yeah. So there's some more boys down the block.
I remember that. I'm gonna go look at their content.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, I'm not.
Damn.
Nah, then he said, yeah, nah, fuck them boys.
I'm not saying all that. I'm just
He said, I don't want the action, but I ain't gotta look into them. Hey, so I mean, we need to go back on something from last week or discuss on it more because I know people had some questions about the whole things on like preferences towards women and stuff like that.
Did they really?
Yeah, they did.
Mm.
They
Well, with me,
I mean,
yeah, no, go ahead. I want you. I want to hear
what
your
do
insights
they?
more.
What do they tell you?
They want to hear more. They want to.
More?
They want to understand more of what we meant on like how we felt towards or what
black
we were.
women.
Yes,
Black women.
that how we felt towards black women and you know where our preferences were and why those reasonings why.
Okay.
Wanna go
My
first?
yeah, I was gonna. Okay, my experience with black women. I have a love-hate relationship
Mm-hmm.
with them, mainly because any other like race that I
Mhm.
try to that I like want to pursue
Mm-hmm.
says like they at least like speak to me like they're interested.
Mm-hmm.
I would say
Mm-hmm.
a black woman on the other hand, they just feel like they're just busy 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
It feel like you have to have a purpose or like some type of status
Mm-hmm.
to like speak to them or like
You need
to do
give-
anything
Mhm.
to do anything with them really.
What type of purpose? Like you need like a good job, like you need money or like
Basically, just money.
so
They don't even like they don't even speak about the job part. They just ask like how much money you make.
do you think it's maybe the type of girls you're going for? Because I mean, you could say
It's-
black women, but
I'm not generalizing
that's
like all.
that. But
like, all
whenever you
women.
do say that, it is
Yeah.
generalizing them. That's
Okay.
like somebody saying black boys, and we not all the same.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So.
At least the black women that I've encountered,
Mm-hmm.
most of them are more like they're just more into
They're more into somebody being stable or not stable, being able to.
at least give them
Or being
what
being
they
able to
be able to
provide
provide what they want, basically.
Mm. So you like? I mean, they want to be spoiled almost. No, I don't want to say spoiled.
It's kind of spoiled though. It is a little bit of spoiled.
This is gonna be unpopular. Very unpopular.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try to be as nice as I possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
You always hear black queens, which they are,
Mm-hmm.
and this is gonna be unpopular.
Mm-hmm.
I already know where you're going with this. I want to get into that too.
You want to get into that too? This is what I'm trying to say. Obviously, you're queens, but when you act, and I don't even want to like I said, this is subjective.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can come at me with this and all that, and I understand. Because I maybe I need a better understanding,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense. When I hear black queens, that's cool. You are beautiful. Because like I said, I believe black women are beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even because I have a preference with them because I say, oh, they call them black queens. No. Like, I've always been around black women.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I just want to try something different.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. But sometimes when I hear black queens, because I looked at the statistic, black women is the last.
It's the minority. It's the minority of the minority. It's like
Yeah.
It's like it's literally like.
When it comes to black men dating black women,
Mm-hmm.
no, it's not black men. It's all men. My bad. It's all men that's dating black women come in last, if that makes sense.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So when I'm using these statistics, when I hear black
Mhm.
women call themselves queens, especially the new generation,
Mhm.
obviously my mother's a queen.
Mhm.
She raised 3 kids.
Mhm.
She did it by herself when nobody else really helped her out like that.
Mhm.
And always blame the father for not always, because our generation, it was, I don't know about you guys. Actually, y'all had y'all's father in my life.
Yeah.
But majority of black men, I think it's the rate of 75% of us, 70. I gotta look into that again, but I think it's in the 70s.
It's up there.
We don't have the black man in our life, and we've always saw the woman as the queen, as they should be. But the mothers have always called the daughters bringing up your queens as well, as they should. Sometimes I feel like some black women be more entitled. We call themselves queens, and I want to sit here and say, y'all are queens, y'all are beautiful. More people should go out to try to date more black women. I just have a preference of, I've been around them so long that I just want to try something new. I'm just saying, the more you have that entitled, I'm a queen attitude, if that makes sense, and that's, I'm not trying to like bash, but I'm just saying, more people back down. Maybe because most men, when we see that, we don't want to say that's like a power struggle, but some men just don't want that, if that makes sense. I don't.
You know what it is? I feel like this might be another unpopular opinion, but a lot of women don't really have much to offer, if that makes sense. Cause see, okay, not all men like are technically like in charge of like women, and like say like y'all together, like the average man is probably like spending most of his money like on y'all or on her, but like women, oh my god, it just slipped my mind.
Well, when I think of like with black women, and for one, they do go through a lot, and we explained that last time, so I'm not gonna go into it again. But I think it's more of like the whole black queen thing is more of empowerment.
Yeah.
Because a lot is against them one, so they have to have that mindset of being strong and being on top of themselves, and you don't want to go for because let's not lie too, we got a lot of shitty men too, so that are, I just think in general, that are just dogs that have that mindset.
The majority of us.
No, for real, no, that's
I'm
real.
not gonna say here and cap. The majority of us.
Well, I mean, I think that, and I'm gonna be honest with that too. I think that comes with being a man. You gotta get some stuff out too. So I feel like as a man, as a mammal, I mean, or primal, I feel like there's a phase that you have to go through, and some men don't get out of that phase, or some men can't be stuck there, and some women. I'm not trying to generalize, but I just think it's almost like almost human nature in a way.
But I think it's just like you know how like you said, women are queens and they're supposed to uplift that like men. Like we have that man thing where we're supposed to show that we're men.
Yeah, so
like,
yeah,
men, like, if I'm being honest, men are really more emotional than women are. It's just that women just know how to deal with their emotions better.
Oh yeah.
But as men, like we keep all that shit inside us.
That's how we was raised.
Even if like with women, like you want to find a woman that you like, you want to be vulnerable with, and that you can trust and tell these things that you have inside, that you keep inside you, 24/7. Because you don't want no. Because like even like with guy friends, like you tell them something, they might laugh at you, make fun of you for it, clown you, whatever. But with your girl, you want me to be like, caring, understanding, listening to you. But like nowadays, that doesn't even happen no more.
I feel like I'm more sensitive towards it because one, I grew up with nothing but sisters.
Yeah.
And so like,
I feel you.
And then like, but going to school, I don't know. I was very timid with how I messed with girls and stuff because I wanted to be respectful, but at the same time I felt like I got the vibe off of being respectful was almost corny, especially nowadays. It really is look well. I don't know. As I get older,
really it's worse.
Female. I feel like
Because you know the whole simping thing that
yeah,
kids are doing now.
Yeah, I feel like it. Yeah, they'll be quick to call somebody a simp for being respectful or having chivalry.
Like I'm not gonna lie, nobody should calling no dude a simp to their girl.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a simp towards your girl.
Especially if that's your girl.
I still
to an
think
degree,
no,
to an
to
degree.
an extent, because I definitely know some simping, but
because there's a difference between sipping and you just being in like a trap.
and it'll be those same people whenever they find the one you be look at this here.
Shit, I know dudes be calling niggas simps. Like,
but as soon as they get some action, they
never want to
be
like split from her at all.
Yes.
Yeah, that's your girl. You're supposed to do some kind of something. You know what I mean? That's your girl.
To an extent, I feel like we. I just feel like, and I'm learning things now too. Like you still gotta have your dominance in a way. You still need to hold your manhood.
Have like a common ground, because I know like a woman can definitely take advantage of you if you slip up, like by the slightest.
And I think that starts off with how the relationship, how you build the relationship whenever y'all first really dating. I think it's like almost like how it's you gotta build it. You gotta build the foundation a certain way, because if you start off a certain way, whenever you go towards the future of that relationship, if you want it to be serious or whatever, it's gonna have some. If you act a certain way with things in the future, they'll want to get away with things like this or. I don't know.
Yeah, it's some couple things. There's some things that I let my girl get away with that now I'm like, I shouldn't have. I should have cut that out the bud. Like when I be driving, if she don't like how I'm driving, she might move the wheel.
Wait,
what?
That'll put you. That's gonna kill you.
And I just never nipped that out the bud. And every man be like, man, you gotta take care of that, bro. I was like,
that's crazy. I'm not gonna. That's crazy. And I'm not gonna like. I'm just saying, like, if she is listening, you can't be doing that, because I can understand you could like you're scared or whatever, but you could at least say something. But you're driving. You think you could be helping, but at the end of the day, the person behind the wheel really feels what's going on the road.
Yes, I know exactly what's going on the road. You just act like I'm not, like I'm careless, but I've never been in a wreck. Never had her in harm's. Like, you know what I mean? You're a passenger.
That's how you're supposed to be. That's how it usually is in the passenger seat. Because even whenever I used to drive with my mom, like certain ways she used to turn, like I'll be like nervous as hell.
I can't drive. I can't be in the car with my mom anymore when she drives. I can't. I be in the passenger seat, like trying to hit the, like, you know how you be. I really can't. I can't. I don't like being driven. I really don't like being driven. Because I feel like I don't have control of any. If I don't have control of the situation, I feel weird. So I don't like being driven.
It's weird. I hate driving, but I don't want to be driven. If that makes sense.
I feel you on that.
Because we live in Houston, and Houston is big, and every place takes about 10 to 15 minutes.
Yes.
Or if you want to go to the other side of the city, 30 to 45 minutes.
I want to talk about being in the city too, but that's later. But yeah, going back to we need to circle back.
Go back to black
women stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
That's like I feel like they should like the whole queen thing, how like they want dudes to treat them a certain way. Like, cause some females, they want that, but they don't know how to give back what they're received. If that makes sense, cause
treat us the same way you want to be treated in a way.
Or like treat people the way that you want to be treated, for instance. Because like even when they call us kings or whatever, like they don't really treat us that way, in a sense. I mean, depending on what type of relationship they have. Because I know like rappers or whatever, like buy the girls a Rolls Royce, bags.
Well, they're looking at the wrong thing, because
that's how like relationships are. Some of them, like they're just focused on materials.
But that's that girl in particular. She's looking at the wrong thing, because I feel like there's plenty of black girls. I've met plenty of black girls that don't have that intention of I need a man with a bag. I think if you show yourself as I don't know. I think the ones that you feel like are what you want will come to you. Or if you push off heavily of how you feel about things, they will eventually respect.
Now, one
respect
thing
it.
that I've learned is that I have to change. You have to change the way how you act,
I was
how
about to
you
literally
dress, how you carry yourself.
I was literally
Like
about
those
to say
are
that.
really like three main components that you need to like imply in your life.
I was just about to ask y'all, have y'all like you have to like if you about to start talking to a black woman compared to other women, you carry yourself differently, if that makes sense. If you ever like walked up and was about to ask a black girl out on a date, I felt like I had to like talk a certain way, act a certain way, and maybe that was just me and my mindset back in the day. But that's how I always like felt because I knew a girl. I ain't gonna. I guess I can't throw her name out there. No names. But I had to carry a certain way because she told like this is what she wanted. She wanted
For the thug, that's how most of them are. I mean, I'm not saying black women, but
You sure that's how most of them are, or that's the
I'm-
ones that you've come across are,
yeah,
or the
some
ones that you're
I
attracted to
came
are?
across.
Because
Because like I don't, because like the ones I've spoken to, that none of them, well, some of them look the same, but a lot of them look different, and they're all still attracted to like that same. Oh, I want a thug, someone who sags, someone who.
Well, maybe it's more of just a phase, almost like
I was thinking that too.
like more of let's say like a white girl and a rock star, or like a Justin Bieber. They all want Justin Bieber or something like that. That's more of a phase or something like that. I wouldn't say.
I know a nigga that looked just like him too. He was getting all kind of.
So yeah, I think it's more of just of somebody of that's what's and you got to understand too. That's what's thrown out in the media. That's what they want to portray us as is either. Honestly, either one, we're a rapper, or we're a thug, or we're
sports,
or we're playing sports, or we're gay. I feel like that because on a lot of TV shows, the black dude will be a gay character, and no offense towards gay people, but I think they're trying to put a feminine, more of a feminine aspect towards men that are well educated with a good job. If whenever you see like these fashion shows or men with more of an artist with more of a fashionable sense or something like that, somebody with that's more on the other side,
But
they're gonna have them more feminine.
Do you want to talk about the income? Because I saw a thing showing you how with every like race, I think it was only male, or it might have been like every race together. But apparently, like, Asians are making the most money. Like all together, Asians are making the most money. I think it was 100. It was close to 100K a year in total. We're black people are making half of that.
We're making 40.
less than half of that a year.
We're making 40
to like put together. I think whites and Hispanics are making at least 65. I would say.
Well, with whites, they've had power for a very long time. So that's where, or Caucasians, they've had power for a very long time. Whenever it comes with Hispanics, I feel like their community is very with each other, and so they'll build with each other. Same thing with Asians too. Whenever you see with they like to stick with each other. At least, well, I don't want to say Asians. I want to say Asians in their countries, whenever people from their same country, they'll make sure they fin.
Because even like Hispanics are big on family.
Yes,
they love
very
each other
big on
to
family.
death.
Yeah, I can't tell you any Hispanic I don't know that's very big on their family, which is I think is amazing.
It's another thing too that I want to mention is that black people just need to know how to manage their money better. Because even with like young kids, that start off like say like a rapper, like he's starting to get big, blow up. First thing he does is probably get a watch, chain, buys a nice car, and like for what? Just like get their status up.
For one thing,
just
it's
like a little season.
They'll get signed to a label, and I guess they get an advance or whatever, so they get most of their money up front.
Yeah.
but that's what they'll have for the long time, and the rest they get through tours and stuff like that. This is
'Cause
straight
even-
off of what I think I know.
Isn't because I swear like the labels things I can swear they give them loans
Yeah.
and like they have to
They gotta pay it back.
through all the tours and
And
stuff.
everything they do,
Like a 30?
everything they do, they have to pay for. It's almost like it's everything they do. Like, oh yeah, we got it. But
But
it's
30
really
and 360?
Yeah,
Yes.
360.
So you're going into like this new lifestyle, and you don't know how to manage your money. You don't know what a real investment is. You don't know what a good investment is, and so you're buying all these flashy things. It's nasty. I'm just thinking about it.
Even like the houses, like buy a house that you know that you can like afford to pay for.
You can afford to pay for it, and you can get your money back from it too.
Yeah,
Cause like they just go move into like a mansion they pay like what 15 million for.
Yeah, rappers is
And
dumb,
probably
man.
the bills for that's probably gonna be crazy.
Rich the Kid bought some kind of Lamborghini for $70K. I'll be
I
thinking,
thought he went broke. Or is that Famous Dex I went broke?
famous Nick went broke. But Rich the Kid, like I was thinking, like, what's his name? I forgot what his name was. He was talking to him, and he was like, "If you was broke, would you buy that? Would you buy that?" He was like, "Hell no." He said, "The only reason why you bought it is because you could." He said, "You need to invest into Lamborghini. That's what you need to do. You got $70K. Invest into that. Do something else with your money instead of just buying material things because sooner or later those material things are gonna run out.
Yes.
And you're gonna have.
What is that? What is that same Lamborghini gonna do that's different? I mean, besides going fast.
And he's not
Then
even
that
gonna
Toyota.
drive it every day.
No.
He's gonna drive that shit once in occasion.
Yes, he's always getting driven. He's always like.
You gotta
That
think.
makes no like. Yeah, I doubt he even has a license either. Because most of them don't even have like no like especially in New York. You can't name one nigga in New York that has an actual license.
Shoot. I mean, there's no need to. You're not gonna go.
Because all they do is walk. They don't really drive
You're gonna be
like
stuck
that.
in traffic all day.
Yeah, who wants to have a license in New York?
Just go outside. The deli's right there. Shit, the job's right there too.
Yeah, Houston, we gotta have a license. It just is what it is.
But I low key want to be more in Houston just so I'm closer to all the other stuff. Cause I feel like over here, bro, there's nothing like as far as job wise, like or doing what I want to do.
That makes sense. There's nothing over here, but it's so much over there.
Yeah. So,
But there's so much traffic. I'm telling you.
but I wouldn't mind the traffic, and then like you could.
You say that.
Well, you could get around like on a bike or something like that. I know it sounds
You say
crazy,
get around a bike.
bro. I know, or like you could get like yourself one of those electric scooters. but-
Corny.
I'm just saying, like, it's like it is a different lifestyle, but it would propel you more of what you want to do. So like what is your real interest like hobby like
Mine is pro wrestling.
pro wrestling? So if you're in the city, I'm sure there's a lot of venues that have something to do with that. And like you could maybe get yourself in a job. It doesn't have to be you have to be like you're already wrestling and you got that going. But maybe somebody who's up and coming trying to figure out a way to get into that. Whenever you're in the city, you can find yourself a job doing something. Maybe you're like videotaping the thing over there or selling corn dogs or some bullshit over there or something. But you're at least getting yourself closer to doing it and you're actually there. Oh, if you're over here,
It's dead.
that's not happening because you're gonna have to make a 45-minute drive to Houston and then you're gonna be it's just you're not closer to what you want to do.
Yeah, we live in Houston, but we live on the outskirts.
We're
of Houston.
we're the suburbs, the suburban.
basically.
Yeah.
Houston is downtown, kind of rough around it. Well, shoot, it was major rough. Somebody just shot up the police
Yeah.
on a speed chase.
3 of them were shot, and then I haven't looked into it that much, but like it's been stuff happening every day.
We gotta talk about.
Saw that on somebody's story today.
Yeah, we gotta talk about Houston crime. Like,
Oh yeah.
What was that other one that
The
dude who
kid
shot
that
his
girl
girlfriend?
22 times in the back. Like, we gotta talk about that.
He was
I know,
17 years
there
old.
was
She was
no
15.
reason for him to do something like that to a 15-year-old girl?
No, there's no reason to do that like that to
in
anyone.
general,
Anyone.
but he did that because she caught him cheating, and he wanted a 3-way relationship with both girls, and she said no. So out of anger, he shot her 22 times in the back, and he got out on bond.
Yeah, he's this man is out.
This man is free in Houston. living life.
I'm a firm believer. Like, you take somebody's life, you have to do life.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, you can't just be free.
If I
walking
mean,
around.
depending on what the reasonings were for the killing,
Yeah.
obviously, but
Like, if
like,
it was self defense,
This
You know,
reasoning
yeah.
is 100% life. He said,
yeah,
But
I don't
this-
care how old you are. That get out of here. You're a menace to
like,
society.
it's like, now your life is over with.
For real.
Like, you can't atone for that.
And
at
it
all.
and I feel like it's also with like most of these kids these days. They're crazy, bro.
it
Like,
made me tear up because I got a sister,
Mm-hmm.
and I know you got sisters.
Yeah, we all have little sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine your little sister, like, no more, father daughter dances, none of that
Mm-mm.
that you've been always dreaming about for them and stuff like that.
Mhm.
All of it's done because one of her little boyfriends got upset that she didn't want to have a 3-way relationship.